Hello everyone, my name is LebTheGD and welcome back to SMPVideo. So, last episode, you probably saw it, we beat the Ender Dragon and it was fucking amazing. Had a ton of fun recording all of that. And we went end raiding for some shulker boxes and I got about, I don't know how many shulker shells I got in total, probably about 30, which is not a lot in terms of shulker boxes. But then in the last end city I found an elytra and didn't raid the rest of the end city. So off screen I decided to raid the rest of that city. And this is the result. We have an entire thing of shulker boxes in our ender chest. And it's amazing. It finally feels as if I'm like out of the early game, which is definitely a good thing. That being said, it definitely isn't the only thing I did off screen. It's been about 2 weeks since I've recorded anything here on the server, and I've been quite active. First of all, I actually built this during the recording of the last episode, but I just decided to not include it. I made this shrine for the dragon egg, and if you know anything about early Minecraft, you probably know what this is a reference to. I did this on purpose. So yeah, let's hope I can summon him finally for once. But other than that, not much has really changed in the base. I still have the storage system, I still have the trading hall. We'll get onto these chests in a bit. Nothing's changed here basically. It's all still exactly the same thing. But the main differences are on the outside. If we go look at this map here, we can see, hey, that's a lot less green than this part up here, or that part right there. That's because all of the trees on the island are gone. I cut them down, finally. You saw in the last episode, I kinda got halfway, and I decided to just finish the whole thing off screen. Yeah, cutting all of this down actually gives me a good idea of how much room I have. And I've realized that I do not have enough room. I mean, this island is really big, guys. I mean, it's pretty big, but for a massive Caribbean town, I mean, the houses I've designed are basically as big as this, like, plateau right here. And since it's kind of gonna be in, like, one of those, I don't know, what do you call it, Italian layouts, where it's like a ring of houses around this sort of square in the middle, where I guess the people from the complex can come and meet up and shit. It's in Assassin's Creed. That's kind of the structure I'm going for. And I'm only going to be able to fit like 1 or 2 of those, like, in the main street I'm going to build, like right here. It's going to be a pretty wide main street, and then the only really place I could think of that could have housing is like right here. So I'm probably gonna have to do some terraforming, which I haven't really done at like a big scale before. I mean, not just on recording, but in general. I mean, I've terraformed a little bit every now and again. I mean, the station I built in Season 2 is probably the biggest extent of terraforming I've ever done. But none to this scale where I'm actually gonna have to reclaim land from the ocean. So yeah, I'm gonna just, you know, figure out in my own time how I'm gonna make that work, and probably next episode you're gonna see what I'm planning. But for now, yeah, I'm not really doing much with this episode at least. So yeah, don't expect me to actually start building shit this episode. The other big difference in my little area is if we go over here, we head out a little bit, you know, this way. It's a big mob farm. It's exactly the same design I've built in Season 2. I could have made an episode on it, but decided against it because I've already made an episode on it in Season 2. And it's exactly the same thing. It has exactly the same mechanism, exactly the same spawn rates, exactly the same drop rates. As you can see, it's been producing a lot of, you know, all kinds of mob drops. And I've paired it this time with 4 of these lossless sugarcane farms that I showed in the last episode in my base. I know how to build them now. I can build them pretty quickly, so I just decided, you know, let's put 4 modules in here, and, you know, whenever I AFK up there, like, it's producing mob dwarfs, but it's also producing sugarcane, which basically means my rocket supply for the entire season has been sorted, which is definitely a nice bonus. So, yeah, I've just been working on this in my own time, and yeah, that's also something that is new. But other than that, yeah, it's mainly just community stuff that I've been working on that I kind of want to keep a secret for now. Because I'm planning on actually doing a dedicated episode on it in the coming days, maybe weeks, maybe months, who the fuck knows. But yeah, one last thing I want to show is if we head into the Nether. This is the one community thing I'm gonna show. As you can see, there are some signs here. We have a Nether connection to the end portal now, and also we just have this like little signs here, and I've decorated my Nether path to Sarita, which is the nation of I think Highbot, Isaac, and Vlad, and then also it has connections to sjonney's and Camrock's place, Desmala. And you might be wondering, but Ricky, sjonney is with you, right? He's in your base. He's basing with you this season. Well, you might be in for a little bit of a rude awakening, because one day I was just chilling on the server, you know, having a good time, doing pirate things as one does, and he came along for a little bit of a meeting, and this is what happened. Enjoy.
Hey, what's up? So,
Hey, how are you going?
Oh, jeez, my ears. Well,
How are you doing?
I've been thinking. I haven't been playing a lot here recently, right?
Yes.
And in the meantime,
You haven't been here for like a month. I've missed you, man. It's been rough.
In the month that we've been playing on the server, there's been a little bit of a imbalance in progression between the two of us.
I can see that. I am in full netherite, and you have iron armor, and I guess a diamond chestplate, which is something.
Which I stole from your diamonds.
But you're pretty bad. Yes.
Yes. Basically, I think you're too good for me. You're like a little bit too try-hardy for me at the moment.
Oh. Oh, you don't need to say that. I mean, I'm flattered, and I appreciate the compliment.
I am
on.
leaving. Yeah. I think you can handle. You know. No, at the start of the series,
I know.
we said we would team up for the early game. I'm kind of still in the early game, but you're definitely not in the early game anymore. I think you're off perfectly on your own.
Aye, good on you, lad. Hope you have good luck. Yes. Well, actually, before you go, okay. I need help. I need your help with one more thing. As you can probably hear me, laddie, I'm still a little bit cursed. I mean, you probably knew what happened, didn't you? I got shipwrecked, and I swam to an island where the witch put a curse on my soul, and it was terrible. Yeah. So, I'm kind of asking you for a favor.
All right.
Would you so kindly travel with me to the witch to you know, help me with lifting the curse? Because I'm not sure she will believe me when I say I found my friends again, so it would be nice to bring some proof.
That's perfectly reasonable, I'd say.
Yeah. So, just I'll call you anytime that I'll need your help. So,
alright.
But for now, you're free to go wherever you want. I mean,
okay.
This is all just mine anyway. I basically built all of this except for maybe the trading part and the villager stuff.
Before I go,
the rest is all mine. I mean, I'm pretty proud of it. This is one of the best starter bases I've ever had in my life. So
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyways, good on ye. Goodbye. Hope
Bye.
we meet again sometime. Well, we're gonna meet again sometime, but
we're gonna meet again.
good on you. I hope you thrive in your new life as whatever you're gonna be.
Yes.
I salute you. Goodbye. So yeah, that's not great. Sjonney left me for that little shit. Camrock93. I have my eyes on you, young man. You took Sjonney from me. I guess it was his own decision, but I'm still angry about it. You know, in pirate mode, I was all cheery, like, good on you, lad. You do whatever you want. But in reality, I'm a little bit furious right now. I'm just joking, guys. It's fine. It's fine. He can do whatever he wants. He said he wasn't gonna be here for very long anyway, and he hasn't been on much over these last few months, just because he's been busy with other stuff. So I'm just gonna let him do what he wants to do. But I did ask him for a favor, which is involving with, you know, the plot stuff, with me being a pirate and all that. So definitely, like, expect an episode on that stuff, because I'm still a pirate. I'm still, like, what is it, like 32 years old? Yeah, not very cool. I kind of need to revert that. I've been in the 7 seas for 15 years. It's about time I actually return back to my normal self. Let's hope that gets resolved swiftly. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of rambling at the beginning of the episode, just because I've been doing quite a lot of stuff off screen, and I kind of wanted to show that, and also just stuff has been going on. So I just thought, you know, I'd give you a little bit of an update, and now we can actually move on with what we're actually doing this episode. If we go in this direction in my base, I don't know if you've actually seen this. You probably have. Actually, yeah, I made it in episode 2, so you've definitely seen it, but maybe not to this extent. If we follow this path over here, we come down this hole into the zombie farm that I made in episode 2. And I mean, yeah, I've moved the enchanting setup down here, and it's been producing, you know, it's been producing zombies. It's a nice XP bonus, and it's a pretty reliable source of XP. But I need something better, and the community needs something better. I recently found out that I'm actually the only person with an XP farm on the server, so we are definitely gonna have to do something about that. And what we're gonna do about it is we're gonna make the community Enderman farm. Now, I've never made an Enderman farm before. I've never made even remotely any sort of complex farm before. This is gonna be a first time for me, and I'm super excited. Because if it actually turns out like it works, that just unleashes, you know, my potential to make all kinds of other complex XP farms and just mob farms and all that, those kinds of things. So I'm really excited to get this going, and you know, since the community needs it, I thought, you know, let's just crack on with it. Let's make one. Usually it's a community effort between multiple people, but today I've decided to just do it myself. I've already gathered up everything I need for this. I looked up a tutorial on YouTube, because, you know, that's how I be. I'm not some fucking redstone genius. I don't know how farms work. I'm not Nembomb, I'm not Ilmango. So I just looked up the tutorial, and I think it's actually a Nembomb designed Enderman farm, and it works really well. It has great rates. It's basically the same farm as in Season 2, but now I'm making it, I guess. Alright, I'm in the end in a design world right now. And here it is. Don't mind the jungle things. I was trying to design some stuff, but it ended up not working, and the Endermen just keep teleporting everywhere. But we can go in here, and we can see that it produces a shit ton of Endermen. And yeah, it's pretty loud, if you couldn't tell already, just like the last one. But yeah, now I've shown you the design, and all that's basically left to do is just build it, I guess. Let's go. Well, it's quite late at night right now, but I've finished the farm. It's done. Well, basically the main farm part of it is done. I still have to put in some chests and maybe an enchanting setup. I gotta make this all spawn proof, because right now it sort of isn't. They can't spawn, but they can still teleport, so I might need to drench this in water or something and you know, actually make sure they can't spawn here. But the actual farm part is done. I forgot to press record on the last part of the time lapse, so you're not gonna see me putting the endermite in the fucking minecart up there, which is really annoying. But I can basically tell you, you know, how it worked. Basically, what happened is you had to make like a little box, an enclosed box, and you had to basically keep throwing ender pearls until an endermite spawned, give it a name tag, put it in the minecart, and make sure it falls onto this one carpet block right here. And that's basically it. I've named the endermite Marcel, which is an homage to SMPVideo Season 1. Can you believe it? This was so long ago. But we had an endermite that we took care of for a while, and we called it Marcel. And then it died. And we made like a huge gravestone for it, so I kind of wanted to homage the great Marcel, the endermite. And, you know, name tagging it, make sure it doesn't despawn, so that's the most important reason. And yeah, you can see they all just fall into this hole, because mob AI is stupid and they don't know that this is a block you can fall through. So yeah, that's the basic principle of the farm, basically. So probably this is the next, you know, footage is going to be another time lapse of me just sorting some more stuff out, because it's important. But for now, I'm just gonna do this a little bit, you know, get some stuff going. God, this is generating so many ender pearls. I'm definitely gonna have to make like a garbage disposal system, but whatever. Hold on, I just came home to restock my rockets and fill up water and get some wood for stuff. What? What is this? Which cruel soul has done this? I think I have a hunch. I have a hunch to who it is, because back like yesterday evening, I had a massive argument with Camrock, all in good faith, of course. But I had a big argument with Camrock about which there were more of in the world. It was between doors and and wheels. And it seems like he got a bit upset and decided to fill my front perch with doors. Oh my god. Alright, I'm cleaning this all up. I'm keeping the doors because I might need them at one point or another. Oh my god, yeah, it literally was like almost a stack of spruce doors. Okay. Well, back to it, I guess. That's interesting. That might be the first prank of the server. I don't think there's been any other pranks yet. So, good job, Camrock, on getting the first prank of the server, I guess. Alright, here we go. I believe it's completely done now. I don't think I need to do anything else. I've got, you know, I've spawn-proofed it, like, basically all the way. It's completely surrounded by water, which, by the way, you probably saw in the time-lapse, was a fucking nightmare. Like, water physics are so weird down here for some reason. It's so fucking strange. But I've walled this part off, so that the Enderman can hit me, can't really hit me from here, because I almost died a few times just trying to get the XP from this farm. So, it was a smart idea to make this, you know, just a little bit more safe. I'm not bothering with this disposal system, because I don't think in Season 2 we did have one, but I don't think it was ever, like, on, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. Enchantment setup over here with a few books and a few, you know, lapis lazuli blocks, and for the rest just an enchantment table. Basically all you need. And yeah, some chests over here. And that's basically it. There's not really much else to it. Made this, of course, a lot safer. We can't be falling off the edge when you come over here because your elytra is broken. Yeah, so that's basically the entire farm, and I think that's all we're gonna do this episode. I don't really feel like doing anything else. You know, we did quite a lot of stuff, and you know, a lot of it was just making the Enderman farm, but other than that, yeah, not really much to do in this episode, I guess. So yeah, that's where I leave you this episode. We made the Enderman farm, basically the only thing we did, but you know, sometimes you have a little bit less eventful episodes, and sometimes a lot of stuff happens. But next episode, we're probably gonna do, like, do the stuff I want to do this season, because, you know, I haven't done anything with the Caribbean town yet. I haven't done anything with Spawn, and there's a bunch of other stuff that still needs figuring out. So that's what we're gonna probably do next episode. So definitely stay tuned for that. But for now, if you did like this episode of SMPVideo, please smash the like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.